Hello everybody. I just got my PS3 out, did an update because I hadn't done it in a while, and I saw there wasn't too many games I really wanted to play on here anymore. You know, we've been into PS4 and Xbox X for a couple of years now, Switch is out, so there's not too much I wanted to go back for. Little nostalgia, I guess, and some games I feel bad because I've bought probably 80 games on here I've never played, even just digitally. But I saw Deadly Premonition and I said, yeah, you know what, I do want to go back and play. But the old PS3 controller, I think now is pretty crappy. It's very flimsy feeling compared to the new DualShock. It's just not as responsive. You know, I don't like much about it. Even the little nubs on the sticks I don't like as much. So I saw online there's a tutorial. You can actually sync your PS4 controller up to the PS3. Kind of cool, kind of handy. Unfortunately, you do lose some functionality. Mainly the PlayStation button. The PlayStation button on the PS3 controller, you're going to be able to quit out of a game. You're going to be able to turn off the controller. I couldn't get it to work at all when I did this as my little test just a moment ago. I had to keep this around, so unfortunately it's not like, well, I was actually thinking I can just throw out my PS3 controller. Nope, because if I want to quit out of the game, unless I want to walk over to the entertainment system and actually power the PS3 off, I need this to still quit out of a game. And if I needed to, I assume when you turn off the PS3, eventually this will just turn off on its own. But if I do want to turn it off, you actually have to go into the Bluetooth management and turn it off, which is a little bit of a pain, but again, if I'm going to play Deadly Premonition, I'm probably going to sit down and play it in a couple hour increments, so to me that's worth it to have this for a couple hours instead of this old one. So all you have to do, you can see I have Deadly Premonition up there, and I do apologize if this doesn't stay in focus, simply because the light in the room isn't very bright, and so it's kind of messing up the camera. It doesn't know what to focus on. But I'm going to just move over, and this is hard to do with one hand without looking as well, all the way over to the settings tab. It's the thing up here that looks like a toolbox, and you can see we're just going to go down to I was already on it, accessory settings. It's the one, again, it's not super clear on the video, but it's the one here that looks like it has a Wiimote or something next to it. So accessory settings, and again with the PS3 controller, hitting X, now you're in here and you can see it says calibrate, blah 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 blah. We're going to go down to manage Bluetooth devices. And as now I disassociated the PS4 controller again. So right now it says there are no Bluetooth devices registered. Do you want to register a device? I sure do. So I'm going to click on yes. Now it does say start scanning right there. Again, you may not be able to read. What you're going to have to do on the PS4 controller, and again I'll have to do this one-handed so it's a little tougher, there's the share button up here on the top where you're going to take your photos and things, and there's the PlayStation button. You're going to have to hold both of those at the same time, and I can try to do it one-handed here. Eventually, you'll see it'll flash real fast. See? Boop, boop, boop. And I'm going to hit start scanning. I may have to do it again. I don't know how long this scans for. Oh, it already did it. That's how quick it was. Now it says up there, wireless controller. So again, I didn't even have to do start scanning yet. I just clicked share and PlayStation button, held them in. The light bar up here started flashing real fast. I went over onto the PlayStation 3 controller and hit start scanning, and it found wireless controller. Now, the PlayStation 3 controller, I'm still going to use it to hit X, saying yes, I do want that wireless controller. It says please wait. Register completed. I hit circle for back, and now it says wireless controller human interface device. That now means that the PS4 controller is hooked up. And again, I can hit circle now. This is the PS4 controller. Circle to go back. Circle to go back to the main menu bar. And you know, I can use the left stick to move around to Deadly Premonition. Now, again, kind of a weird thing, I do want to keep my PS3 controller because I need that PlayStation button, but by accident earlier in one of my tests, I hit a button here, it defaults this to controller 2, and it no longer worked in the game. So you got to make sure, again, this is kind of a hokey little thing, but you got to make sure not to hit any buttons on your PlayStation 3 controller if you want to keep using your PlayStation 4 controller. But again, I'm going to hit X to get into Deadly Premonition, and I'm probably not going to wait for this all to load up. But as you can see, the PS4 controller works, kind of cool, but maybe I'll let it load up. I forgot how long PS3 games take to load up. But I do want to show you that I can't use that PlayStation button. I guess that's important for this long video. Loading trophies, I forgot it did that. What a pain. Little quality of life improvements. It didn't take a lot, but it's so much better. But again, I'm going to use that PS4 controller, X. Oh, you can't even skip through these menus. my nephew comes running in, I'm going to turn this off early, but... You know, I just want to see if I hit start on the PS3 controller. I know I'm messing it up, but... No, I can't get through with that either. Oh my god, you gotta wait for all of these. How terrible. Who thought that was fun? No, I messed it up because I hit the PlayStation controller. Well, I'll probably just edit this out. Yeah, because now I'm on my PS3. Yep, I messed it up. So now this is controller 2. I guess I can go back and reassign controllers. Oh, I can just turn off controller. Let me do that. Alright, so I turned the controller off. I guess that's a good workaround around it. And let's see if I press start here. Yes, okay, so it defaulted the PS4 back to the main controller. But now you can see this is the main controller, as I said. I'm holding the PlayStation button. It's not doing anything. I mean, I can go back a screen with circle, but that's a pain. So I'd have to keep this around, which I know just turned off. So I'll turn it back on. Flash, flash, flash. And you can see now defaulted to controller 1, so that means that's controller 2 again. If I want to get out of the game, you know, now I can quit the game. So got to keep this around still. Kind of a pain in the butt. That was handy to see. I can just turn this off, and this defaults back to controller 1. But yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of hopping them between controller 1 and controller 2 since they're on the same profile. It's a little sloppy. But yeah, that's it. I don't know. I'll still use it. I'd rather use this for, again, a couple hours of playing Deadly Premonition than that thing. So works for me. Thanks, guys. Bye.